Beautiful greetings to my elite people who seek light, love, and guidance. Welcome to Building with Queen with yours truly, Queen Brittany. Tonight I'm going to jump right into it, y'all, because I want to have a conversation about manifestation. And the reason I want to have this conversation is because, based on my observation, manifestation is consistently being portrayed in a way that it is something that is a developed skill that you must learn how to do. And in actuality, that's not the case. It's not something that you learn how to do. It's something that you were born to be able to do since you've had the ability to understand that you desire something or that you want something. Now, even though there have been times when a lot of us had desires and wants and we never may have it never may have come into fruition in the physical realm, or it didn't happen the way we wanted to, it doesn't mean that you weren't manifesting. So I'm going to break this down tonight so we can get better clarity on how to be intentional with manifestation. And instead of manifesting unwanted desires, because that's what it boils down to. And how it works is that you literally want something. You think of something that you want. You have a desire. That desire could be, for example, um, I wanted to learn how to let go of harboring feelings. Boom. I like that one. We gonna go there, right? Because that's not really like money or a physical thing. That's like a thing within me. So we gonna do that, right? I wanted to let go of harboring feelings. And I had the desire to free myself from holding on to emotions of anger or resentment or bitterness. It didn't serve me anymore. I wanted to let it go. I didn't know how to let it go exactly. That desire was just in me to let it go. Well, once that thought came out and my feelings attached to it, because that's how it works, it's not necessarily that you're manifesting the things that you think about that you want. Your mind and your heart have to meet in the middle and connect. So the things that we feel the strongest about are the things we manifest. That's why a lot of us manifest our fears and unwanted things, things that we're afraid of, things that are unfavorable for us to see or experience. So many human beings have been wired to focus in on what they don't want. And this is how things in your life occur or are reoccurring, is because your emotion is attached to what you don't want, even though your mind could be telling you what you want. Because I'm thinking like, I wanna say, if I would have said, yeah, I wanna let go of harboring feelings, but I didn't really feel it. Like I said it, I thought it, but in my heart, I was just so angry still that I couldn't let it go. So the two weren't connected. My mouth was saying one thing, but in that deep down, subconsciously and emotionally, I did not want to let go of harboring feelings. I could have wanted to. And that is a real thing. We got to be so transparent about how we feel in order to get this thing in line for us to be able to be intentional with our manifestations. So it's not that you're doing anything wrong. A lot of it boils down to having unresolved issues that have been just buried down, and things that we feel and don't deal with and we suppress. And just because we suppress it doesn't mean that it's not going to come into fruition. Most of the time, the things that you suppress, I almost every time, from based on my observation, I can't speak on the whole world, but based on my experience, every time The thing that you suppress will be the fastest thing to manifest in your life. And you'll sit there and be like, man, I gotta keep going through the same shit over and over again. Like every nigga I've been with ain't shit. Or every job I get is the worst. Or every time this happens that, and it's only because you're dwelling on and you're feeling the strongest about the fact that this is happening over and over. And instead of embracing it and finding a lesson in it, you're more irritated and aggravated that you have to keep dealing with this thing over and over, not even realizing that you are manifesting this same thing that you don't want to deal with it just based on you having strong emotions about not wanting to deal with it. So this is where there's such a fine line of trying to manifest the things that you do want. So first things first, don't put too much pressure on yourself. I ain't gonna go all hard on you. This is not to judge you for where you are, because where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. That is not a mistake. There's no errors in that. Where you are is where you should be. We're all consistently in a place of growth, and hopefully we will be growing forever in this lifetime, in the lifetime after, in this lifetime, long, go round, come back again. We're growing, learning, and healing our lineage. This is the purpose of the work, to heal ourselves, to bring happiness and heal our lineage. So to get to the point where you can be really intentional about what you want to manifest, you have to first be very honest, transparent, and real as fuck about how you feel of the things that you're feeling about. If you're trying to manifest money, but you're still in an energy where you're worried all the time about how you're going to do things, then you are going to manifest what worrying brings. Not that your mind says, I'm manifesting $50,000 and I'm going to put it on a vision board and I'm going to repeat the 369 and I that's it. But really on the inside, every day, outside of just that thought, the rest of your thoughts are, damn, I don't have the money to do this, and I can't afford this, and this is just too, this is too hard, and this is too, it's a resistance. And I know realistically the shit is hard. I am not discrediting that. Trust me, I'm right here. I know that it's hard. However, the situation won't change until you first change how you're thinking about it. So understand the things that feel hard and the things that feel difficult, more so, to find a positive way of thinking about, are the very things that you have to get down to the bottom of and deal with how you're feeling about it and clean that stuff out. So that way you no longer have those negative feelings about what you're trying to manifest. If you're trying to manifest a good partner, a partner that's for you, a healthy partner, you got to get healthy first. Like that's just how it works. I know we wanted somebody to come, scoop us up, put us in the chariot with our Cinderella slippers and ride us off in the sunset. Or you wanted your queen to just come and be the perfect queen and don't have no attitude and cook your food. You wanted a partner in a certain way, and instead you got a hellion that you initially thought that this is what you wanted, and now you see it's the opposite of what you wanted. But if you really think about this, however they are, it's manifested within our insecurities. So first, to attract healthy and to get to a point where you can be intentional about the things that you are wanting to manifest and the reality you are wanting to create, you got to clean up the stuff that's within you. And this is not an overnight process. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion one at a time. This can take many years. However, as you peel back the onions, slowly you will progress and you will heal and you will start responding to life differently in order for you to get to those things that you desire. Now, you got to embrace this. You got to be open and say, hey, uh, shit, this is what I want. And I know that this is tough for me emotionally right now, but if I do the work, it won't be so hard later. And that's with anything. Things you have to learn in the beginning may be tough, but stick with it and be consistent and aware of yourself, and you can do it. And I have confidence in that. So there's value in tuning in with self, understanding what you feel, asking yourself how you feel. To say, hey, this person asked me to do something, and to have the aware feelings to say, even though I could get up and do this, I really don't feel like it. Like I'm tired or I'm this, and be perfectly okay with that. That's the point you want to get to, where you no longer feel um, in resistance with how you feel. It's not a tug of war. It's no longer a fight. So we want to get ourselves into the point where we're aware of how we feel. We understand that how we feel is valuable to us because how we feel is telling us what's going to be best with us, what aligns with us, and what's going to bring us our most happiness. Yes, your most happiness can definitely come from being able to tell somebody no. Your most happiness can definitely come from just laying in the bed and resting all day and taking care of your body and doing what you need to do and not being worried about everything else going on in the outside world. That's a possibility. Just doing these little things can bring you to the point of just valuing yourself and giving you what you need at every time that you need it. You must be committed to that. Nobody can do this for you. It's our job to create a routine for ourselves. It's our job to be able to commit to our health, to say, I need balance. Even if you don't eat perfect all the time, try to balance doing better most of the time. And then it's all good, right? Because the energy is, I'm working towards balance. I'm working towards understanding that I'm valuable and my feelings are valuable and my feelings are guiding me. Your feelings are not you being emotional. However, you can be emotional. And later I'll do a video on understand emotions versus emotional. There's a total difference. This is more so being aware of how you feel because how you feel is trying to tell you what to do next or what decisions to make. So that's the value. You tapping in with how you feel, understanding how you feel, and what self with self can tell me what I do next, and I can actually be happy and satisfied with my decisions and grow from this. Like that is value. Living a life where you are free and you are happy is a value. So it's very important that you honor yourself, understand your individual path, have confidence in yourself, what you believe, and how you feel, and remove the blockages. Do the 369 if you have to. Tell yourself what you don't believe until you start feeling what you believe. Be consistent. And you can really change that heaviness that you feel that's blocking you from getting where you want. You can clean all that up and remove it. And then at that point, you can be intentional. You can say, hey, I want to change the way I speak because my words are shaping my world. And you can have the confidence that you need to go and change how you speak, the confidence that you need to walk up in the gym, the confidence that you need to budget better and spend more money on healthy foods because it's better for your body and you want to give you the best of everything. Like you can have the confidence to do that by simply just committing and believing that you can do it. And as we said before, yes, it may seem hard at first, but this is really all about perception. It seems hard because of how you're thinking about it. But once you tell yourself, you know what, this feels tough, but I know that it's trying to teach me something. Let me find what I need to learn from this so I can grow from this and move on to the next stage. How do I feel? What do I need to deal with? What am I harboring? What am I neglecting? Am I being in resistance and tug of war with myself? Mind over heart. The two gotta line up, right? So that's pretty much it, y'all. It's like not even being funny, you know. The value in manifestation is you already have the capability to do it and you've been doing it this whole time. There hasn't been a point in your life since you've been aware of your life that you have not been manifesting. And there hasn't been a point in your life that you weren't building your chakras. The greatest love in this world comes from being able to love yourself. And that's something cliche to say, but it's really not. Because life is challenging. People can be challenging. The differences of perception in this world range on a very wide spectrum. Okay? You can come into contact and deal with somebody that will make you be like, what the? However, finding your space within you, creating space for you, doing what works for you is what is going to get you where you want to go. So if you really want to manifest the life that you desire, you can. And if you have the capability to be able to let go of every belief that you've ever had in your life and believe that there's another way of thinking about something, there's another way of doing these things that could actually benefit you better. But you have to be brave enough to be open to the idea that the beliefs that you currently have may not align with you. The beliefs that you currently have could be because it was just simply passed down to you. Creating a new life for yourself is creating a new structure. Not believing in the things that you were taught, but digging down within self and trusting and believing what makes sense to you. And once we can get into that energy and operate there, not much can really shake your happiness. You're going to get in a good flow of choosing in every area in your life on what feels best to you. And my loves, you will be then intentionally being able to intentionally manifest all of your greatest desires. It's been real, y'all. Okay? It's been real. I'm proud of y'all. I love y'all. Doing what you need to do for yourself is not something that a lot of us have been taught. But if you've gotten to this point and can make a conscious decision and be able to commit to you, I'm proud of you. Because I personally know how tough that is. So I'm sending so much light, love, and energy to every single one of you who seek divine guidance, light, and love. Peace, y'all.